Hello everyone, I am Dheeraj. So welcome to this computer networking course video. In this video, I'm going to talk about bridges. So what are they and when they are generally used? What are the difference between a bridge and a switch? I'm going to cover all this in this video. So let's go ahead with this. Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about network bridge and how we differentiate with layer to switch. But before jumping into the network bridge, I want to tell one something about layer to switch, which I may have missed in my previous videos. As we like typically know layer to switch. So, for example, to switch, okay. So it has many ports have seen in my as we have seen in previous videos. So, how layer two switch generally works is, as we know, like whenever there is some PC connected to, okay, so if this is a PC1 and there is one PC connected here, so I'm just skipping the middle part. So if PC1 wants to send packet to PC2, so as we know from layer to switch, whenever PC1 sends packet to this switch and the switch has some switching table, as we have seen. So it will maintain one entry based on the like MAC versus port where PC1 will send the packet. So PC1's MAC will be entered here. Okay, and port number will be here. Okay, so this is how switch generally works, right? So I hope you're familiar with this flow, and same as goes like when PC2 replies, so switch has already entered in switching table, so it will directly forward to the P1 port. Okay, so what extra like how switch generally internally works is like it has one control unit here, control unit. I'm just gonna type CU. So this control unit is basically responsible. It's a we can say it's generally responsible for the all this handling, all this decision making. So whenever their packet comes, so it goes to the control unit and it will basically take the decision with the help of switching table. Okay, so that's where it makes the decision and it will keep on syncing with switching table back and forth, and it will make the decision and tell the basically switch to where to forward the packet. Okay, so it has internal control unit. Okay, and every switch layer 2 or layer 3 works on two decisions. So store and forward and cut through. So how it's different, store and forward is basically uh, it's a decision making on based on the switch. So store and forward basically when PC1 wants to send packet to PC2, so if this link is not available, if there are, for example, one more PC is here, for example, this PC3 is also sending packet to PC2. Okay, and PC1 is also sending packet to PC2. Okay, so but switch can only send packet one at a time. So what switch will do, it will if it has internal capability of store and forward, so we can set this. These are also I think customized and these are configurable in the switch. So by default it works on store and forward. So if PC1 wants to send packet to PC2 and both PCs are sending, so what switch will do, basically it will store the packets and it will only send when this link is available. So this link is available, then only it will send the packet. This is a basic capability of store and forward in switch. And cut through. Cut through is basically when the packets are coming, it will immediately send the packets when it sees that destination MAC address has been identified. So it knows that destination MAC address is identified and it knows where the port is available. Okay, it will immediately send the packet. So there collisions generally happen because multiple packets are there, so all the packets will be sending to the same link. These are the basic two capabilities in the switch. So this is what I want to show separately before jumping into the bridge. Okay, so because we will relate some of this part into the network bridge. Okay, let's start network bridge. How network bridge is differentiated. Okay, so network bridge is basically It's not a hardware, like switch is a layer 2 device and it's a particular hardware, and switch can have as many, like there are a lot of ports can be in the switch, because if you go from the like model numbers, they many companies make switch, right? So like Cisco has some uh, basic switch which has like 5 or 6 ports, but it can go up to like 40, 50 ports, right? So there are a lot of ports that can be in switch, and that is very customizable. Like we can buy the bigger switch which has more ports, but that's not the case in the bridge. So bridge has one, it's a software term. So bridges also works like this: PC1, PC2, separate LAN. Okay, so this is one LAN one. Okay, and we have another. Okay, and we have another PC3, PC4, and this is LAN 2. Okay, so this is where bridge comes in. So bridge generally, these are called as a segments in terms of bridge. Okay, so segment 1 and segment 2. So this is where bridge generally comes in as in segments. So whenever PC1, PC2, they want to send packet to other segment, so that's where bridge basically makes the decision. Okay, so bridge also works like a same as a switch. So it has ports, but it is has a very limited port. So it can have like 2 to 4 or ports only. Okay, so 2 to 4 ports. What it means is basically it can only make a network segment into the bridge. Also makes the same like bridging, we can say. So it has a table it maintains based on the same as layer 2 switch. Okay, it will
make
also
it
have the
as
same
and
port. Okay, so it
ports.
will also make the learning, and
Okay,
when the packet
and it will
comes
make
initially,
the
like PC1 wants to send packet to
PC1.
PC4, but initially the bridge is just set up, so it will flood to all the ports except the port where packet came from. So for example, if packet came on P1 port, and it will broadcast to the all the ports apart from P1. Okay, so that's how switch also works, right? So it will broadcast to all the ports except the port it came from. So that's how bridge makes the bridging decision. And the segment term is basically can also make, apart from switching, this is also called switching in terms of bridge. We can say bridging. Okay, it can also do filtering. Filtering means if their packet comes on P1 port and it has to send to PC4, which is on P4 port. Okay, so bridge will do some filtering decision inside it, and it's a software decision because it's a software running along with the bridge. So there will be some daemon running. So it will make the decision saying that okay, it's a different segment, so I don't have to forward the packet to this. How it
Okay,
differentiate from layer 2 switch. So that's called a filtering in term. Okay. So first difference is like it has limited ports, limited ports on bridge. Okay, this is a switch has an advantage over that because we can have as many port we want. It's okay. So it has some buffer, and it switch generally have two policies as we have. forwarding is faster on switch. These are the main things like differentiate between there can be switch, more switch and bridge. Okay, and like network, it is also very customized. Segments.
So I hope you enjoyed this video about the bridge introduction. So like this video, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel as well as hit the bell icon. Thank you.